to not only share this moment with you, but any moment. You know what I'm saying? And any glimpse of respect or love that we can share, like allow us to do that, God. You know what I'm saying? Like allow us to share wealth, allow us to share health, allow us to share, and I mean health, knowledge, physically, however it comes. I pray that we're able to keep that that I guess I can say just humbleness, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm limited by language and shit, but it's
It's hum-
it's
it's
a
humbling.
blessing to share this moment, and I mean this moment in a very insignificant sense, in a sense that we're just human beings for the right now. But I'm forever grateful in my soul for what this means. Like it's beyond anything that we'll ever see, although what we see will be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously in this lifetime we'll make it worth it in our own respects. But outside of the tangible, I pray for us. You feel me?
Bro, I appreciate you sharing this stuff because, I mean, like, I, the only thing I could compare it to is like an Avatar state moment, bro. Like, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like saying, pouring your heart out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the realest, and I
Bruh,
appreciate
that's all I got, nigga. They say that, I mean, shit, the love is in the heart, so they say, you know what I mean? It got the electricity, and they can't explain necessarily why we can wake up every fucking day. What makes the heart keep going, if it's not love? So, you know, as we keep going, we got to make sure that we're moving through our hearts and through love and through God. And that's it. It's not about the money. It's not about a weekly. It's not about a daily. It's not about a conversation. It's not about years. It's not about a relationship. It's not about any of that shit. May Allah hear me say, like, you know, our purpose has to be God. It has to be love, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We better not ever veer from that. We better never veer from that. And I mean that like, nigga, I'll cut my own head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let me remove love from my goal. You know what I'm saying? Or what I'm looking towards or what I'm looking at. Like,
Listen, let me tell you, bro, because I've been going through some things with my family lately, where I feel as if, like, really what I feel like I'm going through, bro, is like I'm trying to keep my idea about God, my idea about love as pure as I can. And like when people do, especially when they do repetitive things that happened before, you know what I'm saying? I find myself at this point, I was like, I'm ready to cut it off because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit in my life no more. Bro. I only got time. Like when I see people like you making these transformations, bro, I only got time for this. You
man,
know what I'm saying? We're supposed
man,
to be talking.
man. And I feel the same way, bro. Like there's and family obviously goes beyond, like I was saying, nigga, I love you since before I was named Suleiman. So it's not you're just as much of a family as I could ever ask for, or whatever the fuck family means is what we have here. And at the same time, if the opposite were true, it would make us less of a family, question mark, because at the end of the day, what really allows us to um understand our relationship as being a family dynamic, but at the same time, as insignificant as we are and our ideas may be, our the fact that we love has to be why anybody is gonna be family.
Well, bro, listen to this. Like, and it's crazy because like you are like the one person when I call you bro, like I mean that on a different level. Maybe about my stepbrother Davari, I feel about the same level too, because he believes in God the same type of way. But it's like the thing that really makes us family is the fact that God is our father, and I truly
Man,
believe it. You know
man,
what I'm saying? God made us the same fucking thing. I don't think there's one thing that I could do that if you said to train for 1 year or 2 years that you couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? And I treat everybody like that. And when people act like they can't do shit, that's when I get frustrated. That's when I'm pushing back against family right now because they keep telling me to chill out and just be docile and try to act like a good son. And it's like, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like,
I'm not a surface dweller.
you feel me, bro? Like I'm going for the whole fucking thing. I can't put on half that shit, and it's not for me, dude. It's actually for my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're on the missions, bro. We about to be 30, nigga. Like, we onto those type of missions, bro. I told this nigga Corey, like, bro, like in like 3 years, bro, we doing suits and nice fucking dinner parties, bro. Like, that's where we gonna be at. We ain't about to be fucking around.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you see that, bro. I'm glad you see it just as much as you see whatever the fuck is in front of your pupils. You know what I'm saying? And I explain this to various people just as you may, and I'm met with animosity, I'm met with resentment, I'm met with spite, I'm met with all these various evil traits. And shall we allow that, or shall we not allow that to deter us from the mission? You know what I'm saying? We know why we're here. We know what we're supposed to do. Shall we never forget? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's love, it's God. That's it. That's it. Every second, every minute. I don't have time to talk to you about why you're spiteful. I don't have time to talk to you about why you have to do something evil. I don't have time to do that. Every second, every minute, I'm thinking about God. Every second, every minute, I'm thinking about love. If you come around talking about something else, don't expect me to participate. This is not what that is.
Bro, you know what I mean? And listen, bro, like I think it's gonna be a little bit maybe nomadic. The word that keeps coming to my mind, bro, lately is nobility, bro. Like, that's what I really think it is. I think that we've been moving on a very noble. Like, not many people are gonna understand what we after, what we really looking for, bro. Because like, I think the real mission, man, like as far as it comes to love, dude, with God, is like we want our love, our form of love, or our understanding of it, or whatever, to be as unconditional as possible. You know what I'm saying? And like, for a while, bro, I found myself, when I felt like I needed more power to show love to the people that I loved, I felt like I was being cold as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now it gets to a point now where I'm back to like, okay, well, I understand, like, and I'm coming from a pure place, and the people that are judging me can say that they're coming for, which is the frustrating part, I think.
Man,
you know what I'm,
it's very frustrating.
bro,
It's very
like,
frustrating.
On some real shit, like, it's like I think it's beyond what they did wrong. I think if we're going to appreciate what God is, like, God's not making mistakes, so it's like to look at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
the road is hard, bro. And that's why you're saying, like, it's the noble man that continues to step despite any of the adversity that may come about. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a man. Get your ass up when you met with something you don't want to see, that knocked your ass back into, you know what I'm saying, wherever the fuck. Don't ever let it happen again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I stopped and stood at that fucking wall for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm around that wall. I will never be stopped by that fucking wall again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to get knocked down to wherever surface part of the land. You know what I'm saying? Before I do that, like I said, like, shit, I cut my own fucking head off if I forget what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I better never fucking, retract back into these resentful, evil states of mind, bruh.
this is what I'm saying, right? Because, like, what I've been learning is that there's, like, a level, like maybe, like, a layer of reality right on top of where Earth is, if you will. And that's what heaven is, bro. Like, that's how we can describe it. It's like how the Bible describes it, is like a sea of crystal, but it's like a level of vibration. You know what I'm saying? People have been tapping into it. Like, back in the day, they used to call it the Kasich. Back when Jesus was writing the shit, they called it heaven. Or fucking Shiva called it fucking Nirvana, nigga. And I think that people right now can access that.
Man, it's happiness. It's love. It's God.
Bro, it's like it's like a personal understanding that we part of something bigger, like part of a living thing that's bigger. You know what I'm saying? I think back in the day, people used to only think it was the Earth. Like, if you knew the Earth was alive, you probably moved with more, like, savvy than a nigga that didn't. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I think light is alive, nigga, like, in real life. You know what I'm saying? And, like, when I be trying to explain that to niggas, and then I feel like I be coming off, maybe, I don't know, maybe the lesson is too harsh. I don't know.
Yeah, man, I've been feeling that too. Like, you know what? Am I being mean? You know what I'm saying?
Like, about it, like, am I being too stand on it about it? But, like, I really feel that way. Like, it's not really like a question. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really, like, asking niggas. Like, maybe I'm telling niggas, but I'm not forcing it. I'm trying to tell them what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I mean? Like, and fuck that. Like, fuck what they think. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, it's like, that's still what it is. Like, the reason why I'm trying to push the fucking the shit, the reason why I'm even willing to take judgment from these niggas, because there's niggas with more influence who I don't let judge me at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just because I fuck about where they at. You know what I'm saying? I give a fuck about where their mindset is at, and they trying to tell me I'm wrong for it, and I don't think I am. And sometimes I question it, bro. I ain't gonna fake you. Like, sometimes I do think maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not the fucking the person I should be for them, and maybe and I think in that way I'll stop being who I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of leads me off the path.
Yeah, literally, because you start appeasing. You know what I'm saying? You start appeasing these ideologies that are rooted in idols. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, the second I fucking go to, care about, so and so, now all of a sudden I'm not on my deen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing what I need to do. I'm not reading what I need to read. I'm not seeing what I need to see. And so I feel you. I come back to the mirror, and I'm like, this is not the man I need to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's conflicting, because you look at the other motherfucker and you're like, fuck, I'm not the man I should be, ? You look in the fucking mirror, I'm not the man I should be, ? And it's conflicting. But at the end of the day, we have to remember the mission. We got to remember light. You know what I'm saying? We have to remember that, because if we start to shade the light, we're distracted. You know what I'm saying? Now I can't see anything. Oh my God. I'm patting all around me trying to find my fucking personal belongings. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not with me all the time. Now I'm doing weird shit, taking 15 minutes to find my fucking sunglasses, and they right here on my face.
No, peep this shit, bro. This is what I'm saying, right? As a day, I had, like, my family is my fucking uncle's birthday, right? And I think that to them, like, the subtle differences, you know what I'm saying? It's like, to them, it's like, that's a good day. That's like a special day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like that, the fact that they hold so much importance on that day, and when it comes around, it takes away from the reality. It's almost like you're not treating this day like it's special enough type shit. Right. And I think that we have to explain the message, because I don't think the point is to leave niggas behind. I really don't. I don't think that's
hell no. And I know it in my heart just as much as you know it in yours. At the end of the day, nigga, we gonna come back and pick all these niggas up.
Yeah, that's why, bro. But I think that I'm at that point, man. But I almost want. It's like I can see what they're doing wrong, but like when I try to explain it, it's like I'm hurting them or something. It's like, bro, right. Nigga, did you ever end up finishing watching Naruto?
I didn't, bro. I didn't.
It's crazy, bro. Because in the end, nigga, I already told you, nigga, I think you like the Naruto. Whatever story is playing out, whatever prophecy we a part of, nigga, I think you like the Naruto of it. You know what I'm saying? And Sasuke was like, bro, they was fighting as a final nigga, right? Like this nigga that was just like, basically, he was taking advantage of the power of the mother, like basically using it to shade himself, if you will. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like this, like Sasuke could see it with his eyes, but he couldn't affect it. He couldn't touch it. They were like in limbo. Like is where they were saying. It's like that, and it's like I feel like all the attacks that happen on us, they're not personal. They're not earthly attacks. They're not like, oh, you don't have enough shit. They're like, oh, are you gonna be the person that you think you should be? That's limbo, nigga. And it's crazy because I can see when niggas are doing it, but at the end of the day, it's like if I try to explain, it's like, oh, you're being annoying. But it's wild because like you. Oh, hold on. There's a nigga doing a wheelie on the 4-wheeler. you be moving different. It was crazy because like this nigga Naruto could like affect the fucking limbo clones. Like he could hit him for some reason. I guess it was because like I don't know, it's something about the way that the shit worked with his powers, right? And I think that it's something about your energy, like you affect, like where I was unsure, nigga. You bringing that energy and that fucking thought process did change the way that I came at you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, dude, I think that if we work together, if I see it and you affect it, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. No, yeah, I'm with you.
Like, I honestly think, bro, like, I don't think that we being part of different churches, bro, I don't think that we're going to be the same. Like, I don't think we're going to move exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't think that, like, the job is for you to see. Like, I think the job is for you to hear. You get what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you. And we have to use our abilities. You know what I'm saying? It's not my job if I'm the quarterback or if I'm the lineman to do the job of the other. You know what I'm saying? If we're here and the goal is the touchdown, we have to do what we're supposed to do. And that's a part of that nobility, is being able to recognize who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's not my job to be a woman. I'm not going to give birth. You know what I'm saying? That's not my job. So if I set my life, trajectory at, giving birth, I'm never going to attain what I'm looking for. If what I'm looking for is rooted in the wrong reasons, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, I need to be more emotional, for the betterment of all people, you know what I'm saying? But if that isn't the right way to go about things, seeing as how, if we're gonna go that route and I appease emotions while being a better emotional person, then of course I'm going towards my goal, but my goal is rooted in the wrong spot. It wasn't my job to do that. It wasn't my job to necessarily come to you and be who you wanted me to be. It was my job to be who I'm supposed to be.
Right. And dude, it's interesting that you said it. I don't think that it's a piece of emotion, bro. I think it's more like, it's like...
Well, I was just using that as an example.
No, that's real shit, though. But I mean, like, because I can understand why you're saying that for this circumstance. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, it's not emotions that I'm dealing with. This is understanding. This is a mental level. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's feelings too, and like I feel some type of way about it after the fact. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't explain, but I understand it enough to understand my side. That's why I'm explaining why I feel this way about my side. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why I be trying. Like, bro, like the way that I think of thoughts, like when I think of like making a person believe in something, I think that it's really kind of like a candle lights a candle. You get lit on that fucking on whatever you're talking about, and then you sit near them enough for them to understand it enough, and then they're lit too. They get it. You get?
Yeah.
So, like my idea is, or what I was trying to do, but I'm able to do it with people like. You know what I'm saying? I've been able to do it, but it's like at a certain point, I almost can't discern between whether or not I'm being stubborn because I cared about them already, or because I see real potential in them, or you know what I'm saying? Like whether it's like, you know what I'm saying? Whether I'm trying to accomplish the mission, or whether I'm like tied to the mission that I think needs to be done. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why it's hard constantly recognizing the light, because you see the light in the evil. I'm gonna say this: you see the light in the spite, and it's like, look, man, I don't want to take that personally. I don't think that you did that personally. You didn't come up with the ideology to become who you are. You succumbed to what was around you, and I understand how strong that influence is. You know what I'm saying? I will forever love you. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I don't want to take your spite and then turn it back on you in some sort of like, reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's all proactive what I'm doing.
I don't listen and I believe you, because I just listen. I've been having these same type of convos with my family, because when I'm talking about the things that hurt me and shit, I'm not trying to put my negativity on you. I'm explaining when I'm having a hard time. I guess maybe. Like, sometimes it'd be better for me to be silent, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When I was just a silent nigga, niggas was mad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When
I hear you, bro.
So it's tough. It's like, cause I'm trying to explain. It's like I'm almost trying to communicate it. It's like, cause that's what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? That's what people talk about.
Right.
But like at the end of the fucking day, like listen, bro. Like the way I feel, like the way that I'm seeing it, bro. Like it seems like a lot of shit is being handled, but the way that it's being handled is a lot of the motherfuckers who are doing the repetitive shit that are getting left behind. And I feel like I ain't gonna fade you, bro. It hurts a little. I cared about where they was at.
Right.
You know, I gave a fuck about their ability to say words like you're saying right now. Like, that shit's important because it affects people. It affects them. It affects how important they know they are in their life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, and it's wild because the main nigga that I'm having this problem with is my fucking mother. And if she doesn't understand,
then where I'm supposed to go?
Bro, and not even where I'm supposed to go, because niggas, like, bro, you're my fucking bro, and you can explain how important I am to you off rip,
right?
Off random. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not fucking up.
Man.
And the fucked up thing is that that my own mother, in a worldly sense, would be willing to twist the narrative to a point to where I have to explain it in a fucked up. Like, I shouldn't have to, nigga. When I was a kid, I used to be able to explain the good shit my parents did for me, and it wasn't weird.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. Now all of a sudden I'm blinded by the light, and you know what I'm saying? It's an issue. I'm with you, man. It's difficult, bro.
Like, it's bitching because I'm not complaining. There's nothing to complain about. I'm not salty about the result. I'm salty about who can see the result with me. To be real with you.
Right.
You know,
who can recognize this shit? You know what I'm saying? You don't recognize God?
Man.
You keep on talking to me about all of the wrongs in the world. You don't see God?
Dude, I'm trying to tell you.
It's like I'm not here just like you were saying. I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying? There isn't a complaint. I haven't gone through anything bad. You know what I'm saying? If I'm expressing what seems to be negative, it just is.
Yeah.
Whatever the negative is just as much God as the positive. So all of this negative or positive, or however people want to quantify what's going on, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's rooted in the wrong place. It could never be positive. It could never be negative. It has to be God.
Man, listen.
What are we talking about?
Bruh, listen. That's ill as hell, and that's the truth. This is how the combo ended, right? This is how I ended all this shit. The reason why I have to talk about it like that, bro, is because, you know, generally speaking, I explain it in a Christian language. We're talking about spirit. I only know this language. You know what I'm saying? And like the language that I would say in spirit is like I was explaining this nigga's spot in my life, and I'm like, bro, the devil is a test. Like, the devil is not. Is like evil is existence is not to destroy. I mean, perhaps its purpose is to destroy good, but in the end goal, it only exists because God allowed it to exist in the first place.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Just like, as much as anything else.
It's not even a test. It's like.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you heard, but
it's not a test.
Yeah, bro. It's like a part of it. It's a fucking, how you call it? Like how video games have bosses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's not over. You just spawn back in, man.
You say, huh?
I said it's not over. Just spawn back in.
Dude, real shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. And not only that, like once you take a L in any case, you know what I'm saying, like a Super Saiyan nigga, you more prepared for the next battle. That's how it is. That's right. And not only that, you definitely more prepared for the same one that you just went through. But that's, bro, I feel like that's where people have been thinking that I'm mad cruel lately, because I see them being repetitive, and I'm like, you know what? I'm I don't want to do this shit over and over again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's wild because it's like I don't feel like I don't feel like that's wrong. I don't feel like they would choose differently if they saw the same thing. Like that it's crazy because these are the same people who taught me not to fuck around with people that was. It's wild because the thing that they settled on, bro, was like maybe being like a good civilized person or some shit. The same things that I'm salty at them on right now is the same thing they was salty about me hanging with criminals was when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They were like, oh, well, you're wasting time, bro. They're not going anywhere. They're not, like, bro, what's the goal? Like, what are we doing here is what I'm saying. Like, right. And I feel like we have to redefine the actual reality of it. You know what I mean? Like, and niggas like me and you, bro, like, listen, bro, we got to map out the whole city. You know what I'm saying? Like, and man.
Set the blueprint, man. We got to set the blueprint. And at the end of the day, once the blueprint is set, I'm going to tell you how to make the fucking Big Mac. Once I figured out what the secret sauce is, 1 million of them are sold. 1 billion of them are sold. It only takes one nigga.
Like, I'm pretty sure I'm the nigga to do it. That's the thing that's so fucked up about it. And I really, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm almost so sure of it, too. I ain't gonna fake it, man. I've been so sure of it lately that I've been thinking about who to bring along with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really went out of my way to try to forgive niggas that I felt like was, like, niggas in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I went out of my way to forgive them because it was like, well, you know what? They didn't deserve, like, they didn't deserve a chance to face up the mistakes that they did, but they definitely don't deserve a chance to miss out on fucking paradise because they made a stupid-ass mistake with a kid. So I gave him a chance. I gave him a chance from a nigga that was showing genuine forgiveness, bro. You know what I'm saying? From a nigga that was really being honest. And to be honest with you, nigga, you and fucking Martello are about the only niggas that actually made the sacrifices, that actually gave a fuck, that actually went out their way to be righteous niggas in the meantime, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't take the easy route, wasn't easiest for you, had your own goddamn capers and shit. But y'all are the only niggas I can sit there and be like, y'all niggas can stand on your fucking word.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I lose all this shit. I'm still me. Fuck, it was never about that. We on the same page, brother. We on the same page, and I'm happy that we were able to catch up on our reading and writing, RIGHT. You know what I'm saying? And as the script goes, it'll be written with a W, and and then in that sense, I mean that our righteous behavior will be written in stone, thus solidified as what we scribed initially. It's going to be written in the stone, and it'll never be able to wash away.
Bro, I mean, listen, as you speak it, bro, it's already done, you know what I'm saying? This is a personal combo between, nobody invoked this combo, bro. We don't got to relate this to nobody. This is with us forever.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know what I mean? I think that I really believe, bro, like, that's like the purest, like, this is one of the purest combos I had in years, man. You know what I mean? And it's wild that it's the same dude. Like, bro, I remember we had that conversation in the car when I first offered you a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, this is just this dude is he's gracious, he appreciates it, and you can tell. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild because I hate to burden you with troubles. That's not what I'm coming here for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's frustrating because I'm going through the troubles. And the reason why I'm trying to relay them to you is because I almost assume that the answers that I come up with would be helpful to you, considering the fact that you're probably going through something similar. Considering, you know what I mean?
Oh, they are. Oh, they are. It's hitting right where it needs to, brother.
Bro, listen, that's awesome to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because I really, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be long-winded or nothing, bro.
No, of course, man. What's understood don't need to be said. But at the same time, it was important to, like I said, catch up on our reading and writing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're reading the same book for sure. You on page 44? Me too, my nigga. Oh, line 50? Okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, since we on the same page, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it pushing, you know, and God bless, all is well. I love you and I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, to the end. You feel me?
I love you, man.
I love you. Please be good, not bad. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Peace.